Yo, I got something to say. When I say it, you better listen up. It's your boy Frank Lee, a.k.a. Frank the Host here. And I got a special guest with me today. A very special guest. A lot of people don't know this, but I've been being involved with music for a very, very long time. And the artist that I'm on the phone with is not just an artist. He is my brother. He's my cousin, but he's a brother to me because we have done life together on another level. And man, I'm excited to do this. I started music with this cat right here, and I'm excited to bring you on. Nonetheless, his stage name is Phoenix Brown. I know him as Anthony. What's good? What's good, man?
Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Oh man, chilling, man. I'm excited to have you on here, letting the world know what's going on, and telling people about what the deal is. So, again, let's talk about this. We got memories and stuff like that. I want everybody to know what's going on. But you are an artist right now, living out in Florida. Where in Florida are you living?
I'm in St. Augustine, Florida right now.
St. Augustine, Florida. And how's the weather there? Because right here it's cold.
It's cold. It's not up there cold. Definitely not. It's probably like 50, 60 degrees today.
Was it?
So everybody running around like it's 30 and 40 degrees, you know what I'm saying? Scarves, bubble jackets.
Timbs.
Bundled up.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. No, it's cold here. I think, let me see the weather. The weather right now it's not that bad. It's cold. It's 40. I mean, yesterday was like, it got down, 20-something, I believe, at night. So, yeah. I bet you don't miss that at all, do you?
No, I don't. Whitney told me the other day that it was like 27 degrees. I was like, yeah, y'all can have all that. I don't want no part of it. I don't want none of it.
Y'all get that. Y'all got that real heat, though.
Yeah, that, you know what I'm saying, get butt naked and you still can't do nothing with yourself because it's too hot.
Yeah. You know what? I want in between. I don't know what that is. When I went to San Diego, that San Diego trip, man, made me kind of like, man, that was perfect weather. The only thing about San Diego is those wildfires, mudslides, and the cost of living out there is astronomical. It's not even fun. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy for a one bedroom. You trying to charge somebody that's not right at all. Not right at all.
Right.
So, all right. So let's talk about I want to talk about the beginning of music with you by yourself. So let's talk about you, where you started music, and then let's talk about after that. Let's go into the conversation of when we were doing music together, where I was just coming supporting you. I'm recording you. We helping each other out back in the day. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about when you started. When did you start music?
I started music probably like 6, 7 years old, and my start wasn't nothing fancy. I started singing with my mom in the car. We wasn't allowed to listen to the current rap at the time, you know what I'm saying, the current music for our age or our age group. So I listened to oldies, you know what I'm saying, Al Green and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's good. That's good music anyway. Now that we say it, back then we didn't even know, but that was good music.
Yeah, is that what Derek call it? Baby making music. You
yeah,
get that little behind your ear.
Yeah.
Probably listen to that song.
And then you got your baby. Bingo. Isaac. Oh, that's what's up. So
bingo.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so you started out 7 years old and with your mom. Your mom sings. You play instruments. I know you played the guitar, right? And you play keys too?
Well, I started out I didn't start on guitar. I started playing wind instruments. I was 6th grade. I started playing trombone, and before I even got my instrument, I switched it to clarinet because I wanted to play saxophone. So I started out on clarinet, learned clarinet, then I switched to bass clarinet, and I played tenor sax for marching season or whatever. And After that, I went to, I was still singing and stuff, and I started singing in the church choir. Really developed I guess you could say developed my voice there. From there, I picked up guitar playing at church. Bought myself a guitar when I was like 18 or 19. Taught myself how to play.
That's what's up. So then evolved to where that evolved to where sort of kind of when you came and moved up to Northern Virginia. I want you to talk about what happened and why you had to move to Northern Virginia. The reason why, because I feel like that was the way we connected. And so you moved up here. Tell everybody what happened, if you don't mind talking about it.
All right. So 17, I graduated high school, and I started college that following September, and I was going to SVCC out there in Keysville, and I was working two jobs. I was working at the Lighthouse Cafe, which is now Los Bandidos Mexican restaurant now, I think. And I worked at the Blue Collar Cafe, which is now closed, I believe. I think the building's just empty. But I was working at both those places and going to school full time. I was coming home from working a morning shift at the Blue Collar Cafe, and this is September 7th, 2002. And I coming home from work, passed out behind the wheel from heat exhaustion, and got tossed out the car. So then they had to med flight me from, the ambulance came, picked me up and took me to South Hill, Virginia, and they couldn't do anything for me because my injuries were too serious. So I got med flighted to medical college in Richmond.
VCU?
I always say that. Say it again.
VCU?
Yeah, VCU, but the medical college is a whole nother acronym, and I always get it wrong, so I don't say it anymore. But if, you know what I'm saying, anybody knows about the medical college out there, that's where I was at. And at the time that I was, let me tell you what happened during the accident. I had a T5 compression fracture and incomplete spinal cord trauma. Basically what that means is a compression fracture is when the bones crunch together. So my T5 vertebrae crunched between 4 and 6, and it tipped a little bit. And during the process of that, my spinal cord jarred around in the column because that bone structure is hollow in the middle, fluid in it, and your spinal cord is in the middle of that fluid. So in the process of the incomplete spinal cord, my spinal cord swelled up, which caused me to lose sensation from T5, which is about the middle of your chest, down.
So you pretty much were paralyzed from the chest down.
Yeah.
And the doctor said at one point in time, when I can remember coming out and seeing you, and they said that there was a chance that you weren't going to walk again.
Well, it was a progressive thing, actually. At first, they didn't think I was going to make it through the night when I was in intensive care, and then they moved me down to acute care like 2 days later. And then that's when they were like, probably going to be blind in one eye because both my eyes were bloodshot red. Said I would probably not walk again, and that I might have some kind of brain damage. They couldn't tell yet.
But as you can see, you're talking to us now. You're all
right.
walking,
I'm fine.
and you can see.
I got a little left, but
yeah,
it's character.
yeah. So when he came up here, he moved to Northern Virginia. My dad was like, "Yo, move up here with your father. Go out there and spend time with your cousin. He's with his dad in Woodbridge." I'm like, "Oh, okay. You know, your mom and my dad, you know, they're family, they're cousins, and so they grew up like brothers and sisters as well." And so, you know, your mom was like telling my dad, you know, can you get Frank to go over there and, you know, chill with you, blah, blah, blah. And, of course, I'm like, I'm down, you know. But we didn't know each other that well neither. We knew each other. I mean, we cousins, but we didn't know each other.
Right, we knew each other because, like, we would see each other at least twice a year, but that was, you know what I'm saying, for a couple hours at Granny's house, and then y'all was gone again.
Yeah, because we didn't know then. That was you guys are down south. So I was like, man, I'm sitting here like, yo, like, I got to get to know him. Like, we got to get to know each other. And so the first time getting over there, and then on top of that, I'm like, yo, he's injured. Like, what do I do? Do I not say something? I don't know what's going to happen. And we just kicked it off, man. I remember going through the mall, Potomac Mills, and walking around Potomac Mills, man, just having fun with you, man. Pranking people, laughing, you know what I'm saying?
You're on candy camera.
Yeah, exactly. That.
Look. Smile right there is the camera. You're on candy camera.
So many people with that, yo. Some people be like, what? I am. Nope. Yo, that was so much fun, man. We had so much fun doing that. Pranking people and stuff like that. And, man, getting on the road and just having fun by ourselves, man. It was amazing. Those times right there, I can't never forget. That was one of the best times of my life. You know, just being to have you around, and we experienced so much at that time. And graduating high school, I'm working. You're feeling better. You started to work, and then we ended up getting a place together.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said with things that happened there, okay?
Oh, man.
Yeah. It was fun. And we have a lot of good memories. You can eat the Oreos.
Oh, yeah. You can bust out the Oreos.
You can bust out the Oreos. Yeah, that's an inside one right there. Oh, man, that's something else. You can bust out the Oreo. So, listen, we had a great time together. And then music came. We were working at a restaurant together. I remember that. And music, karaoke started to happen. You started to sing. I know you like to sing. This guy sings. My brother sings a lot, too, so it doesn't annoy me that somebody sings a lot. But he sings a lot. Like, yo, Harrison and y'all sing all the time. And so when we got to karaoke, man, it was like, I'm here supporting you. We going back and forth. This is where I think, and I don't think I credit you for where I am as a artist developer and manager, because I was going around with you. I supported you. We would get off work and we'll go somewhere where there's music. We'll enter contest. I remember that contest you were at. You were at that one bar.
Yeah. Contest. I don't remember the name of that bar, but it was in Boston, over there by
the
where
movie
Jasper
theater
used to live.
Oh, you talking about Boston? I'm talking about the one over in Centerville.
Centerville?
Yeah, it was right behind the movie theater.
Oh, wait, you talking about Blue Water?
No, okay, we did do the Blue Water one, but it was another joint. It was another joint that you were at. It was right over there behind the movie theater, and it was a little country bar or whatever. But anyway, they closed too. Like, that's not even there. It's like a kids zone place. I forget the name of the place, but that contest was huge, and I was like, yo, you gotta do something that's different. I remember giving you that, yo, do something different, walk in the crowd, da 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 da, and you did it, and exactly what the artist. I remember the judge was like, yo, you did something that no one else did. You came out here and you engaged the crowd, and I think you got second place, and you should have got first. You got second place. The girl who won first place, we both agreed that she was a killer that night.
Yeah, I remember now. Didn't I sing that Bon Jovi song, Dead or Alive or Wanted?
No,
like
that's what got you there. You sang a love song in that second the finals because you were going around like really going around to different women in the crowd.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, so that was a moment. That was good. That was a good moment, man. We had a good time on that night. Anyway, so that's where we started. Like all that stuff, I remember the karaoke's and open mics and things like that, man. That's where it all started. And so I'm sitting here, I'm talking to different artists. I'm like, yo, where did I get my passion for music from? And I have to accredit it to you because I would have never ever took on music this way if I did not start with you. You know what I'm saying? Being involved with you.
You know what really got me hype about making music, like just making my own music?
What's up?
And I bet you probably don't even remember this day.
Mm-hmm.
We was at our apartment, and my dad had got me that little keyboard. You remember that keyboard?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, bro, why don't you just, you know what I'm saying, just make something?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I definitely didn't make anything that day.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know what I'm saying, you sparked, you know what I'm saying, that confidence that I had the ability to do it. And then you continued to push me without even realizing that you were pushing me towards that. Like, all the times you just be like, hey, go sing over there to that girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was all just confidence builders, and, you know what I'm saying, it did a lot for me. I can't even really put it in words, honestly.
That's why we were a good team, because we worked together, and you would say that to me, and I'm like, yo, like, it drove it. I wanted to see you succeed. I'm like, yo, let's get it. You know, let's get it.
Right.
I was like, we were actually out there doing it. And see, here's the thing. All right, this is crazy. This is a crazy lady. This is a lady. It's crazy to hear what she says, but there's this lady named Wendy Day, which is Cash Money Records, Little Baby, Wayne, all of them. Said they all back her up, but she is the reason why they got as famous as they are. And you know, Wendy Day is, when you see her, you be like, yeah, right. But Baby says it out of his mouth. Wayne says it out of their mouth. You know, Wendy Day knows what she's talking about. She's the one that helps us out. They say it. But the stuff she says, I'm like, bro, I was doing that with Anthony. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that's encouraging. But legit, just to hear her say, you know, that, you know, hey, yo, you need to go out here, get yourself in the open mic, da-da-da-da. Like, yo, we were doing that. We were doing exactly what she said. And she has right now under her belt Lil Wayne, you know, Lil Baby, all of them, man. It's a lot of artists she's helped out. So, you know, now we're at this spot right now. Let's get into this. You're here right now in your music. Of course, we can talk about a whole lot more, but this right now, we'll talk about your music this time. In the next podcast, we'll talk about life. But your music right now, you're currently making music. You're dropping music. Tell me where you're at right now with dropping music and stuff.
Right now, I'm just dropping singles to gain some fans, get exposure, tell people about what I'm about before I actually start doing projects and albums and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of music that I want to do, and what I'm doing right now as far as the rapping and the trap style music, that's just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people tell stories where they start at the beginning of their story, and I'm starting from, you know what I'm saying, my current situation, and I'm gonna work my way backwards. And I know that sometimes that it don't seem like it might work out, but I got a plan, and you'll see.
I believe it. Man, I'm excited for you. So tell everybody where your music is right now.
Okay, so right now you can find me on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Phoenix Brown, no spaces. Phoenix is spelled Pheeenix, and Brown is spelled just like the color.
That's what's up. Cool.
I am also on all major streaming services. So you can find me on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, TikTok, YouTube. I'm everywhere.
Mm-hmm. At Phoenix Brown.
As Phoenix Brown, yes.
That's what's up. Cool. All right, so make sure you guys do me a favor. Go ahead and add the family. This is my family right here. You know what I'm saying? This is the genesis of Frank the Host. You guys know me as Frank the Host. This is where I started with this guy right here. I can't wait to see what he has in store. He's the reason why I love music. If I love your music, if I told you I love your music, it's because of this guy right here. He's been able to spark a lot of interest and have my mind open to a lot of music. I thought it was weird the first time I saw him listen. He was sitting down listening to classical music one time. I was like, this guy is something else today. Listen to classical music. And guess what? I started to love classical music. Because of you, man. I remember listening to Beethoven, bro. I was like, yo, Beethoven's dope. But I remember you were listening to classical music one time, walking to your dad's house. I was like, yo, something's up right now. And that's crazy. I remember that. But thank you so much again. I really appreciate you coming on the show. We're gonna talk about life, and we're gonna talk about things, some real stuff with you. And I want to consider this one a series rather than just one individual podcast. I want to have a series with you, and I want to do a few things and talk about life and transitions and stuff like that. Being that you've been in your accident, you've done music, you moved. You're one of the smartest guys I know, and I don't say it because you're my family, because you really are very, very smart. I want to be sure that we don't just end the conversation with this right here, but continue this conversation. So I want to invite you on a journey with us, those who are listening, and then also you, Phoenix, Anthony, on this journey so we can actually dig into some things. So thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate you.
No doubt. You know, I'm always along for the ride. Ever since, like you said, that first time you came to Dad's townhouse in Woodbridge, he was like, hey, let's go. I hopped in the car, and we've been riding ever since.
Riding ever since, yo. All the good days. All the good days, yeah. Yeah, we love it. Well, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. If no one's told you, we want to tell you we love you. God bless.
Love you too, man. Take care, man.